Hello and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. This is the general overview for 2020 for Virgo. We've just closed out 2019, just closed out a decade, and are stepping into a brand new 10-year cycle starting with 2020. That's very, very exciting for me. I hope it is for you as well. Excuse me. And again, this is a general reading, so it may not connect or apply to all of you, but hopefully there'll be something interesting or curious or supportive or helpful to take with you, carry with you as you embark upon the new year. And if it's just not connecting with you, check your other sign placements. What you may be in alignment in or looking forward to embarking upon this year may be showing up somewhere else in your chart. So I definitely encourage you to do that. So we're going to go ahead and dive in to the new year with Create Space for New Love for Virgo for 2020. All right, when a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. And when it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much, the universe. So, creating space for new love, creating space for new energy means that you have to open up that space with what it's occupied with already. So if you have trouble with a lot of negative stuff, junking up your space, your mental space, your physical space, your emotional space, consider what it is that you can release and let go of to open up space for new and glorious and replenishing, rejuvenating things to move in, to really support you and benefit you as you embark upon the year ahead and this new 10-year cycle we're moving into. That's a great start for 2020. And then your Enchanted Map Oracle is One Ring Circus. Lovely. Okay, so with One Ring Circus, you are capable and competent, Virgo. You absolutely are. So with this card, it indicates that independence is key right now for you as you step out into what lies ahead. So others may not have the vision or the resources that you need in order to get where it is that you would like to go. So recognizing all the wisdom you've acquired along the way up to this point makes you particularly competent and capable of moving forward with assurance, with confidence, and being able to embrace your self-reliance is important moving into the next year. So another thing to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and others or another, or a situation, whatever it is. Be discerning about your partnerships. And when you know who you are and you have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're going to be able to enter into the best kind of relationships and partnerships and connections that are going to attract people who mirror back that wholeness and that genuine sense of authenticity that you are showing up with in the world. That will be then returned to you because it's going to attract other people who are willing to do that as well. That's very important for embarking upon any sort of evolution and growth and maturity. And that's for anyone, not just for Virgo, that's for anyone, is being able to have those supportive and copacetic relationships to be connected with to support your own growth. So interdependent relationships are mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. So being aware of your boundaries and being aware of who you are and what you're capable of and the vision that you have for the future, it's going to, if you have any trouble with codependent issues, if that is something that you struggle with, being aware of your own competence and being self-reliant and attracting and connecting people who are willing to support you as you support them in that interdependent sort of a connection is going to help you filter out some of those codependent connections if you have any of those. So if anyone's connecting with that, being aware of yourself, what you're capable of, and being able to be confident that you can rely on yourself to come through and and succeed in your endeavor. That's a very very useful and beneficial and delightful awareness to have about the self. So we're going to move on to the central theme for Virgo for 2020, and that is the King of Swords. All right, beautiful for a central theme. That is mastery of the intellect, being fair and analytical, being very attentive to detail, very aware of the nuance of the information and the thoughts and the perceptions and the big picture, and being very clear on that in your head and understanding that and how to move forward from that point, because it's not just being aware of the decisions that you take and the position that you hold. It's being aware and understanding, or at least trying to be understanding, of the position that everyone in connection with you holds as well, to be able to navigate those intricacies with mastery and with efficiency, and being able to succeed in your endeavor because of those things. So developing and coming into a form of intellectual mastery of a big picture scenario, the year ahead, the decade ahead, what it means for you, what it means for your community, what it means for, all of the people that you're connected with, or the situations that you're connected with, whether it be family or work or, whatever it is. Having that intellectual mastery and that fair and analytical state of awareness is going to be a central theme for some of you this year. So moving out of influence from 2019, possibly out of influence from the past decade, for Virgo, we have the Three of Swords. Great card to be having moving out of influence. So it's the card of heartbreak, a card of past hurts, past disappointments, but the Three of Swords is also at the point of recovery. All of these disappointments or hurts or injuries or, whatever it is that you've been carrying with you that's held you back and pinned you down and prevented you from really advancing forward and moving on, are being released or have just recently begun the process of being released. It's at the point of three, the point of creation, the point of what was imaginary becoming actual. So the recovery from heartbreak and the moving out of influence field is it's very relieving, because it means that you're releasing those things, you're letting go of those things, and they're going to propel you forward into the future. You're going to be able to actualize more of your unique vision and feel heart whole and able and capable again. So recovery from past hurts, past wounds, lovely in that position. All right, and then coming into influence for 2020 is the Eight of Pentacles. Lovely. I always feel like this is a particularly Virgoan card. Virgoan, is that a thing? Is that a word? Okay. But this is about doing the work, the detail of the work, tapping into really investing yourself in creating something of intricate value. It's not superfluous. It's not just surface. It's really rich and nuanced and multifaceted and imbued with significance. And the Eight of Coins in particular is about putting your efforts into creating that and creating what you want to offer to the world. But it's working toward that level of mastery, so that when then you release it into the world, it is representative of what it is that you would like to offer, representative of what it is of yourself that you would like to share outside of yourself. That is lovely. I love that. Okay, and then what's crowning you actually, Virgo had a couple of double cards come out in this reading, and I'm just rolling with it. So what's crowning you, this is sort of the aspiration of the year. And you have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Swords. Excellent aspiration energy for the year. The Four of Swords is about laying the past to rest. Again, that's related to the recovery from heartbreak, the recovery from past injury. But it's taking the time to consider those things, to accept the things that you can't change, to put them away, consign them to history, and to leave them there. You're ready to move on from them, move on into the new future, creating space for new abundance and new experience. So laying the past to rest, coming to a point of center and calm and stillness, and then coupled with the 10 of Cups, investing yourself in your happy life, happy home, emotional fulfillment, emotional well-being, and not just for you, but for your family, for your community, for your whole world. You know, you want to be well, you want to be joyful, you want to be abundant, and you want to be overflowing with that so that it infuses all of those things that are most important to you, including this valuable work that you would like to master into the world outside. And then as this is the aspiration and this is a central theme, it's connecting your head with heart, because the King of Swords, because it is so intellectual, because it is so in the air space, in the head space, it can be emotionally cold, emotionally removed. So connecting your central theme with the aspirational goal of the wholehearted wellness and connection to your water space, to your emotions, and to your relationships, and to those people that you're connected with, and whatever it is that you're connected with on an emotional level, to create that well-being in your life. That is very significant and very poignant with this recovery of past hurts and the laying them to rest and letting them exist in the past, because that's where they belong. You're ready to move on from those things and not carry them with you anymore. And that's only going to infuse this 10 of Cups energy with even greater joy and a greater sense of well-being and exuberance and excitement and loveliness. Fantastic. Love that. Beautiful, Virgo. Beautiful. Okay. And then we have grounding you for the year is the 2 of Wands. Beautiful. A decision about the course you would like to take into the future. Some of you out there already have a target. You've been looking out to the horizon. You know, he has stability on both sides of him, stability of purpose and awareness and desire and ambition. He's got the world in his hand, and he's looking out to the horizon to see what lies ahead. And the 2 is related to the High Priestess. So it's about tapping into your intuition, tapping into the mystery of what lies ahead, coupled with intellectual mastery and emotional fulfillment and abundance, recovery from past hurts, and digging into the work that it takes to really manifest and create in the real world what is of value for you that you would like to share. That's a beautiful vision of the future, and being grounded and being secure and being aligned with the decision of the direction that you would like to go in, the horizon that you are setting off on a voyage to pursue. Beautiful in the grounded space, because it's grounded in purpose. Lovely. All right, this is what is happening for some of you in your air space. So again, thoughts, communications, story, perception, perspective, you know, all of that intellectual stuff that happens, your air space, your mental space. And again, you've got a double draw on that one for Virgo. And you've received Judgment and the 4 of Wands. Gorgeous. This is lovely. Okay, so this Judgment is about, again, calling back to the 4 of Swords, laying the past to rest and rising up into the next evolution of yourself, the next echelon of your own existence. You know, you're not bringing the baggage from the past. You're releasing those swords, consigning them to history. Yeah, you're not carrying them forward with you anymore. You're rising above. You're going next level. That is beautiful. Beautiful. And then coupled with the 4 of Wands, grounded in purpose and ambition and desire, and the 4 is the point of stability, and it's also the point of celebration, taking time to recognize the achievements and to celebrate the milestones as you move into this new version of yourself, this next evolution of yourself. In your airspace, being able to understand that about yourself, being intellectually aware of that, and taking the time to appreciate those things as they happen and celebrate with those people that are most important to include and be around you and be connected with, for stability and for growth and for embracing this new future, this new existence of yourself. Glorious, glorious position. Love that. Fantastic. All right, and then in your water space, in your heart space, so this is your relationships, your emotions, your connections. the emotional flow and current in your life. You have the Lovers. Wow. Okay, so this is the point of growth, the point of reciprocation, the point of connection, the point of energetic exchange. And with the Lovers, it's about unification, unification of purpose, of ideals, of understanding. So whether it's unification within yourself, unification with whatever your purpose is, whatever your ambition is, unification with a partner. But whatever it is in your heart space, you're really appreciating your emotional connections and unifying with this. Look how radiant and glorious and colorful that card is. This is going to infuse everything that you do, all this work that you're doing, this vision that you have in your future. It's not just for yourself, but it's going to infuse the lives of those people that are in connection with you and those circumstances that you connect yourself in, especially if you're disconnecting from the negative and opening up space for new possibility and new vision and new growth and new existence and new experiences, and being aware of your boundaries and being aware of what it is that you're going to offer into the world and what you are available to receive. Because again, the cups are also about, it's about the generosity of yourself and what you have to offer outside of yourself, but it's also about you're willing to be receptive of those things from others. And the Lover's card is indicative of that as well. It's about being ready to give of yourself, but also being able to receive from others as well. It's an exchange of energy. It's not a one-way street. For the growth to occur, it has to be that cyclical nature. It can't just be in one direction. All right, so a lot of you Virgos out there are ready to embrace that in your heart space, in your water space. And that's really going to what's the word I'm looking for? To reinforce the flow of energy and connection and that emotional well-being in the current throughout your life and throughout your experience. Lovely. In your fire space, which is your ambitions, your desires, your purpose, your actions, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Lovely. So that's about being, again, self-reliant with the Run-Ring Circus, self-reliant, autonomous, independent, confident, and being of a space of being able to appreciate its coins, what it is you would like to manifest in your own life. You know, what you are putting your energy forward for, what you are working for, what are you are investing in, what are you connecting with, what you're embracing, what your vision of the future is, and along the way, appreciating the efforts as you go. You know, being able to acknowledge them and own them and stand in that space and aware that that is what you have created, that confident independence and autonomy. And then that also calls back to the Judgment and the Four of Wands. These two in tandem are sort of like the supercharged version of this for me. All right, and then what you have happening in your earth space, which is your real world manifestation, material world, home, work, money, family, you have the Devil. All right, so the Devil, it's also the card of Capricorn. This is also the card of Gemini as well. So you may be in connection with a Gemini or a Capricorn that's going to be significant to you throughout the course of the year or throughout the course of the next 10 years. But the Devil is in your earth space. It's about, part of it is calling back to the one ring circus and the creating space for new love, because it's about being aware of what it is that you do to hold yourself back, your inner resistance, those behaviors that you have, dependencies, if you have any of those things that you do that are sort of self-defeating. You know, if you struggle with that, that's what this is speaking of. It's being aware, being self-aware and knowing when you're in a self-defeating mode or when you're standing in your own way, and being willing to release that, being willing to move past it and move through it and keep doing the work to head in the direction that you would like to go. Connecting to that unification within yourself, connecting with that confidence and self-reliance and independence that you know you are wildly capable of, and not standing in your own way. The other side of the card is the spirit of Capricorn, being direct, being determined, trusting that doing the things that you need to do to get to the place that you need to go, you will get there. It is an earth energy, so it is a slow moving energy. So even when challenges rise up in front of you or conflicts arise around you, knowing that you're going to be capable of navigating those things in a way that will support you and open up space for new goodness. And then creating boundaries to prevent those negative things from coming back in and causing turmoil again. Relying and having faith and trusting that following through on all of those things, really believing in yourself, believing in your cause, believing in what it is that you're investing in, believing in what it is that you are creating independently, yourself to offer the world, and then unifying that within all of your connections in this next evolution of yourself. Glorious, fantastic, resplendent, delightful, and impressive. Very impressive, Virgo. This is amazing. Amazing. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you are going to embrace this outlook coming up on the year, or if you're really connecting with this, more power to you. You definitely have my support. I'm very excited for you, and I wish you all the best, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. I realize that your time and your attention is valuable, and I am very grateful for it. So, see you later, guys.